All right. So, Sax, Gur, and Tekken were in a place, and they were all telling Sax about what happened. Because he's all like, how did I get here? What's going on? And then, there's a mirror, and there's a mirror puzzle. And we're like, oh man, mirror puzzle. How are we going to get past this one, everybody? And we got past it. And then there was a dark room. And the door shut behind us and had a mustache, and it might have been a mimic, and Sex might have freaked out about it. And then,
Did not.
Oh no! It is Mimic!
and then, and then there's, we got attacked by shadows, and Sex cast a light spell, and we fought shadows, and we had to, like, figure out how to fight them, and, like, make them stay in a place where we could fight them on the wall. And we started punching the wall because it was like doing damage to the shadows. And then we beat the shadows. And we're like, yeah, we beat the shadows. Take that, shadows. And then let's see. There's another room we went through, and there's some bed and the books and a cup of something mug thingy. And then Sax is all like, oh man, is there a kid under those sheets in the bed? Because I wouldn't mind murdering some children right now because I love to murder kids. And then,
What?
And then, and then Guru was like,
He's not entirely wrong.
Hold on,
Wait,
wait a minute. Whoa, wait.
However,
Hang on. How are you going to give me crap for starting an apocalypse and then go murder children? How are you going to give me crap for starting an apocalypse, which may be murder children, and now you're going to be here like, oh, I love murder children. What happened to you, Sam?
oh, it did not happen like that. While I did imply that I would be okay with murdering a child if it was one, it was
Give
not.
me so
Let him
much crap!
finish recapping before you all jump on me because there was no child involved.
But if there was...
Would have been
I mean-
dead.
To be fair,
God!
you didn't know that at the time. You still thought it was.
I said what I said, okay? I said what I said.
I don't think Sax has any room to complain about my apocalypse, which may be murder children.
That's better.
I think once you start throwing the word apocalypse around,
It was apocalypse squared. It was an apocalypse in apocalypse. It doesn't count. It's like negative numbers. They don't exist.
How math works, but okay.
and then Guru took the covers off, and it was some mask gesture person named or
A child.
it wasn't a child. Sex didn't get his child murder on, and
Why, he's
First of
still alive.
all, I wasn't going to murder a child. Well, I might have, but there wasn't one. So, crisis averted, everybody. Kids got to live.
then Jimmy,
And I didn't start another apocalypse.
Are we still in the same place
Yes, kind of.
with the,
It's
the drow
complicated.
lady?
Yes.
Yes.
And then
Okay,
Jimmy,
so I still have a chance to save the two kids out front.
Yeah.
and
You
then
really intent on saving them?
well, not if Sax has anything to do with it.
I mean,
They might get murdered. We don't know. Who knows? Is everybody murdering kids?
everybody, just most of the kids, because they deserve it. In what?
And then Jimmy was all, hey, you guys want to be my friends? Gotta pass the test. And they were like, okay. And then he's like, oh, Magico
Actually, weren't okay with
Kablamo,
this.
you've got clones of yourselves. Murder them, or they'll murder you. Mwahahaha. Fight to the death for my enjoyment and pleasure. And then,
Kind of a jerk.
he was all like, after we did it, he's like, oh, well, you are the first that have passed my challenge. So many have died from that, and I thought I'd never get any friends. Well, and then there's a door, and it was like dark, and it didn't go anywhere. And then we're like, hey, Jimmy, how come you haven't tried to get out of here? And he's like, well, I have, but check this out. And then he like walked in there, and he walked back out, and he's like, yeah, man, I can't figure it out. It's just like a hallway that like repeats itself or something, whatever. And then Gur was like, okay, let me try this, Jimmy. And like walked in, and then turned around halfway, and then walked backwards, and he made it through. And then we're like, "What happened to Gur? Where'd they go?" And then he was all like, doing the thing with the telepathic thing or something, or somehow he like sent a message back. I can't remember, whatever. But like, you know, we figured it out because Gur was like, "Hey, go halfway in, turn around, and walk backwards, and you'll make it through." And then we did, and Jimmy was like, mind blown. And we're like, "Oh man, this guy
It's just like that.
got like so many screws loosed." And we keep an eye on this one because super deadly and cannot be trusted, and like enjoys killing things and murder and all the
Like
and
kids.
all that stuff.
To be fair, kids do suck. So
So yeah, we made it through the hallway that was magically whatevered, and was like
Delicious.
was outsmarting Jimmy because it's just a hallway, and he's like, "I can't get past it, oh man." And then you know, we're in the room, and there's some broken stone slab thingy, writing on it, and Zach solves some puzzle thing.
I don't want to gloss over this. I had a puzzle that I thought was going to take a little while to finish. Sax walks in, takes one look, solves the thing perfectly in, I don't know, a minute. We ended it there. Almost.
I would say that's our
Technically,
Sax, but he
continue.
also likes to murder kids.
says the
But
guy who
Zach-
started an apocalypse.
But
Zach
didn't
has
murder
to
any
be,
kids.
Be
far as
highlighted
you
there for
know.
that one.
You told them to go out and murder kids.
I told
Literally.
them to go live their lives.
Murdering
Kids,
and causing
whether or
chaos.
not kids had anything to do with it is not beyond my control.
Yeah,
And I didn't murder anybody directly.
Ow, okay. Makes it okay.
Unlike a murder of children directly.
I've not murdered any kids directly. Oh. Yeah. Peace.
And then there was 2 treasure chests and some gem thing and some gold and a token and a table and some food. And we're like, "Hey, this is a good place to rest." And we rested. And that is where we pick up with our adventurers.
Perfect. Fantastic, Tech, and give yourself inspiration.
I would like to be inspired by me not murdering kids.
Kind of, though, so you can't technically be inspired.
Okay, so.
I felt inspired by that story.
You?
Nice. I'm glad. Pretty good. Is this our song?
Oh, and then we leveled up and we're like, "Yeah, oh yeah, level up, oh, more powerful, yeah."
We were a lot like that.
True. Okay, so you all were sleeping, and you all wake up, and something's a little different. The room looks a little different. We'll get to that in a minute. You also notice that there is a turtle in the room with you, a very familiar turtle. Tortuga has rejoined. Tortuga, where have you been?
Fixing his connection. to
Checking
home.
on the kids at the orphanage to make sure Sax hasn't killed them.
First of all, could have been evil children. So,
And
no.
the next thing that's interesting is in this room. So at first it was in here, it looked like there was a meal, ready, prepped, and everything. Now it appears that you all are in some sort of dressing room. On one side of the room, there's an entire rack that's full of costumes and outfits. In the other, you see a pile of hats and accessories. Also lined throughout the room, you see 6 mannequins that are dressed in the latest fashion. Now, in front of you, so in the north of the room, there is a large mirror that's roughly about the size of a door.
Suspicious.
You will also notice a very familiar bird that appears trapped in the mirror. Kit, you find yourself in an unusual room, looking through. Let me find this little description I got over here. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, so you find that you are currently in this weird, unusual room. Little bit smoky, a little bit foggy. Feels possibly demi-planey to you based off of other travels you've had in the past. And the rest of you will notice that there's a new channel that Kit is not part of at the moment in our
What?
Discord. Yeah,
That's
there's a whole
very
hidden
rude.
channel.
Oh, I don't like that.
So you all are able to you see that Kit is in this mirror, and Kit, you can for a moment see the rest of your party, but shortly after you all realize this, the image of Kit fades, and Kit, you can no longer see the party anymore.
Oh, dear.
On the mirror itself, there are now 9 gold-colored symbols. And I'm going to... Yeah, just like that, Tekken. Exactly like that.
Take me off.
Take on me.
Okay.
Take on me.
You'll all see that there's
Take me on.
puzzle stuff
I'll be gone.
in a day or two.
You didn't do it all long and loud.
In a day or two. There you go.
Better.
I'm not much of a singer. Annette is, though. I could get Annette over here to sing.
Do it. Tell her to do it right now. Finish this gag.
You also realize that the door that was to the west that you came in from was just an opening that now appears it has turned into a solid wall. So you're currently in this room. And can you all give me a perception check?
Perception check.
Even me.
Especially you.
No.
Blarps. I love how the 2 is right by the 20 and 18. Like right between it.
What? What was that, Tekken?
Oh, on the dice, how it's like 2 is like right between 20 and 18. And it's like, haha, you didn't get either of those.
Gotcha.
The numbers are weirdly placed now that I think about it.
Well, on a D20, each side is arranged in such a manner that...
Because sometimes it looks like you're about to get something good, and then it's just like, LOL, a 3. Thanks, dice.
Well, Tekken, you realize there's a mirror in the room. Gur notices that Tekken didn't quite pay attention to what's going on. Tortuga, you're just glad you're here.
Wait, that was performance. What the F? I thought that was perception.
Oh, you did roll a performance. Yeah, give me another perception roll.
What the F?
Get it together, Tekken.
Okay, you still are just like, hey, there's
That's-
people in the room. But Sax, you detect that there is an odor in the room that smells like a gas.
Oh, dear.
That is getting stronger
that-
and stronger as time
Good.
continues on.
Should we light it on fire?
Oh, why would that be your immediate? You know what? It just no. Use any fire spells in here until we know what the blazes that gas could be.
Hit.
Yes.
The room that you're in, even though it seems a little foggy and misty, it looks like you
The
are in
Pokemon
some sort
trainer.
of storage room, and there's a couple of boxes that are stacked around. And like I had mentioned, the current place that you're in, you can see into the area that your group is in, but you can't actually get through this. You all can communicate, you find, by talking, but nothing else. No any attempts at any sort of psychic link and any sort of images showing. The only thing that you're able to do at the moment is talk on one side, and the rest of the group, y'all can hear Kit, and you can talk and he can hear you, but no one can see each other. So the room, into the mirror, you see your room reflected. Kit, you can actually see through the mirror, but all you can see is an empty room that you assume the rest of your friends are standing in, but you can't see them there.
I pick up a mannequin and I chuck it at the mirror.
Could you not?
Okay,
do
give me
exactly
a
that?
strength check.
To the unknown. To the unknown.
Lucky.
Why? Why are you wasting your ability so would you stop?
Wait, never mind. I'll just stick with that.
Okay. So you go to chuck the mannequin at the mirror, and the mannequin breaks. And you hear a ding. Sax, you note the gas, that smell, the sound has quickened, and you believe that it is leaking into the room more quickly now.
Of course it is. Yeah, Tortuga, you're killing us faster now.
Kit, you note in your room. Going to my DMs, sliding into Kit's DMs because it sounds funny. There you go. Kit,
I think.
I have sent you a DM.
Oh God!
I mean,
There are so many symbols and colors.
On the mirror, in your mirror,
Not really colorful. But
on your side, you see those on the mirror.
To
Okay.
the unknown. To the unknown.
And now, this is where we find ourselves.
Okay.
The group sees symbols on the mirror on their side. Kit sees symbols on the mirror on his side.
Mhm.
Nothing visible can breach. The only thing you all can do is talk.
Interesting. Wait, you said in addition to these mannequins, the mannequins already have on clothes, or there's more?
The mannequins are
Clothes.
dressed, yeah, and it looks like there's some hat boxes and some clothing boxes in some places. You feel like you're in some
Kid,
sort
do
of
you
dressing
see
room.
symbols?
they can't hear me, can they?
Yep, you can hear
Oh,
each other.
oh, good,
He
okay.
communicate, he said.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, I see lots of symbols. There's so many of them.
I examined the.
By so many, do you
What
mean
does your
9?
symbol number 1 look like?
They're like 3, but there's like 1, 5, 8, like 10 of them inside. So many.
Gosh. Can I examine the hat and the hat box?
You
Box of hats?
can. You walk over to the hat box, and inside there's a hat box, and there are some very fashionable hats.
Do any of the hats have symbols on them by chance?
They don't. They just look like really nice hats.
Oh, nice. Gonna steal one of these for myself. But that aside, Is there anything on the mannequin's clothing that would be out of the ordinary.
You do notice that the mannequins, some of them, well, all but one, are dressed in very similar clothing to the group. And the sixth one that's in there actually looks like it has similar clothing to Jimmy, your current new party mate.
Okay. Wait. So the broken mannequin, though.
I was about to say it did look like that, except Tortuga chucked it.
Okay, I was about
That
to say
one.
which was the broken one.
And Jimmy is kind of sniffling a little and seems a little sad that what looks like his mannequin has been broken.
Oh.
He's actually over in the corner trying to put it back together.
Oh.
That is so sad.
I help him.
Oh, how nice of you.
Aren't you done enough? So we have symbols, we have mannequins with clothes who may or may not even have anything to do with this puzzle, and Kit stuck in said mirror. Kid, is there anything else on your side other than symbols on the mirror?
That is a good question. Let me consult my patron. Dear patron, is there anything else?
You actually just hear static.
Son of a bitch!
You just look around and see if there's anything else.
I look around.
I feel like you don't need your patron for that, but okay.
Is there milk in the fridge, oh patron?
Right? Like, it's like just open the fridge. Like, I don't
There are
understand.
in the room that you're in, Kit. Though there's some cups, some a tea set, and all of them are very bedazzled and shiny looking to you.
I take it all!
Gosh.
We're gonna have tea later.
Focus, Kit. Focus.
We're never
Let
getting
me-
out of here.
Let me
Fair
explain. Let me explain to you what my symbol looks like.
Right.
So, I don't know how to explain this.
Dear.
So there are 3 boxes. And wait, there are 3 boxes side by side in a big long rectangular box. In each box is a square, circle, square, triangle.
Or they
That
arranged.
square. They are arranged one inside one another. The square is black. The triangle is white.
The square is black. The triangle is white.
In
And
the
circle?
what?
A circle.
That's
The
our number
circle
6.
is white.
So there's a square, and the first shape in the square going outside to in is a white circle, a black square, and a white triangle.
Sorry, let me do this way. So it's out to in.
Uh-huh.
It's so this it's the big square,
I believe in you.
small, middle-sized square, a circle inside the square, a black square inside the circle, and a white triangle inside the black square. That's on the left side of the big rectangular.
Okay, so we have squares, okay? So I think we don't have to talk about the big rectangle. We just want to look at the individual squares.
Which one? There's like 8 of them.
There's 8 of them. Let's start with the first one on the left.
Okay, so it's a black square, and then the circle, and then a big square around the circle, and that's white. And then another big square.
8.
I do. Can they see me at all, or can they only hear me?
We can
They
only,
can only hear
I
you.
can only
Son of
hear
a
you.
bitch!
All right, so you have a square, and the first going
Can we
outside
move
to
the
in.
symbols?
How?
What happens if we touch them?
I don't know.
Okay. Which
Meant
one do you
like-
want to touch?
I lick the circle.
Don't lick anything. Wait,
Which-
describe.
I lick number 6.
I was just. I think the one you
He-
first
he
described
licks
might be
number
number 6.
6,
So,
and the symbol glows green.
all right. So touching them is the way to go. We need to know what your next symbol is, or your next set of
So-
symbols.
The middle symbol is a big black circle. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a big square, big black circle. Then inside the circle is a white square, a white triangle, and a black circle all inside one another.
Right,
Underneath.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lick number 8.
It also glows green.
Hey, your next symbol.
This one's a little different. So it's a white square, and then there's the white and black triangle. It's half and half.
Which
So
half?
left is white, right is black, and inside the triangle is the circle, and it's a black left, white right.
Looks
So
like
that is number 1.
Oh, go ahead and lick
You're
number
doing
one.
great,
Number
Kit.
1.
You are doing
Woo!
amazing, Kit.
Is he though? Because
This is
if we
taking
had
over
dropped it
my
down,
brain.
he would have been here all
Look,
day.
it's positive reinforcement. So
Honestly.
Taking all of my brain power, but I'm doing it.
those
Look at a
two
symbol?
brain cells are rubbing themselves into
I
frenzy.
was just about to say, like, what?
They're creating a lot of static electricity.
Oh dear. Just lick number 1, Tortuga.
I lick number 1.
I'm proud of you, Tortuga.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Give me 1 moment. I gotta run to the restroom and I'm laughing crazily now because of all this.
You broke Matt.
Yeah.
In
Hey.
fair, you had to know this was going to happen once we got stuck with puzzles with these two geniuses. No offense.
He called us a genius. We are so smart.
Never mind. Oh.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so you said the last one you pressed was which number?
One.
Okay. Or sorry, I guess in Tortuga's case, Tortuga, you licked that one. So, you licked one, it glows green, and then suddenly, all 3 of the symbols flash red. And you hear wah, wah, wah. And the room starts filling with not just gas, but you all can detect that there is a smoke. And you see it actually looks like the Tekken that you all fought previously has appeared back in the room, and it attacks.
Have a
Kit.
goatee.
It does. On your side, Kit, you just hear people going, "Ah!" I imagine. I don't know. Everybody but Kit, roll for initiative, please.
Maybe you're supposed to press everything except his symbols.
Well, the first few worked.
Well, they all glowed green, but then it turned red after that. So maybe that was not what we were supposed to do.
Oh, nice. That was actually very, very good rolls on y'all's part. Yes.
I mean, the third one was pretty obvious. It was 1, so. Right symbol. I don't know what we were supposed to do with it, though.
Either we need to press them in a certain order, or we need to press everything that isn't them, or there's something else about the symbols that we need to take note of to do something else.
Yeah.
Because
18.
there's that. So many different things. So many different things.
Yep.
And then there's also these random mannequins that are in here for some reason.
And Sax is wow, Sax, you got a good roll there. Suddenly,
So how hard is Evil Tekken to take down?
I mean, against 4 people, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, when we were fighting our entire group, that was a bit of a problem since, multiple people, but
I mean, he does have his, anti-turtle technique, but other than that, he's okay.
yeah. So
I want you to scare him. Now he's going to be all
the
paranoid for the
shell
whole
cracker.
fight.
we actually get to figure this out now. So first, it's going to attempt to hit Tortuga. So Tekken, not our Tekken, but evil Tekken. Go
Warding
Tekken.
player.
Okay. In that case, let me roll with my disadvantage.
Evil Tekken.
I still hit, yay.
Showing his goatee.
So, the first thing, it hits you or Tekken, evil Tekken rears back with one fist and punches you in the face, Tortuga, for 17 bludgeoning damage. Plus, the thought of your friend hitting you hurts deeply and you take 7 psychic damage.
Oh.
Then Tekken reaches out, and his arm actually kind of stretches like one of those slappy hands and goes for Dun Gur. Tries to attack Gur.
One of those slappy hands.
And hey, Evil Tekken hit. And Evil Tekken dealt, same thing, 17 damage, and then 7 psychic damage. And then Evil Tekken looks right at you, Tortuga, right in the eyes. And makes a gesture towards you like he does not like you. And that hurts. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I think I
Why,
might have
yes. Yes, I can.
lied to you, Tortuga. I don't remember Evil Tekken being this strong last time we fought him.
Evil Tekken. He looks at you, but you know deep down that this is not the real Tekken, so it doesn't hurt you as much. Next up, we have Sax.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. Okay, so I will start by using my Mantle of Inspiration to give us all temporary hit points.
Okay.
Then also use the secondary function to myself further back, so I'm not within his range, because F that noise.
Probably a good idea.
And let's see here. Tekken question. What's like your weakest stat?
Let's see. It is charisma, intelligence, and strength.
Charisma, intelligence, and strength.
Your weakest status strength?
Well, it's tied because it's 11, and then
Yeah.
intelligence and charisma are both 11 too.
Doesn't have to be charismatic. The people just love him.
Let's see here. Then I will cast Mind Sliver on Evil Tekken.
Okay.
Must succeed a 19 intelligence.
Missed by 1.
All right, and then let's do the damage roll. Then for his next saving throw comes up, then he has to subtract I from it. So there's that, and that will end my turn.
Okay.
How
Next
much,
up, we have a Gur.
temporary HP did we get?
14.
Kit, while this is going on, you suddenly hear a buzzing in your room, and you notice that there's a small hole on the floor, and some bees come out. Can you give me a dexterity save?
What the hell is going on in this room?
Oh wait, that's not the one I wanted. That's not right.
Nope, dexterity check is good. The bees
Oh, yeah, that's right.
attempt to
Right.
sting you.
Oh god.
Oh, that first one was definitely the right one to make.
I was about to say, because that would have not been good.
You are stung and allergic. You don't have an EpiPen. You die.
Basically.
You get stung, but just a little bit. The bees come in and go bzzz. And as they're doing this, you hear them going H-E-L-L. Oh, they're spelling bees. You take 6 piercing damage and 6 psychic damage because the pun just hurts.
Oh my god.
So, Gur,
It wasn't very punny.
you can hear it, and you take another.
You, girl. Thank you.
Okay, so I can attack.
Yeah, all yours. Dun, 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 dun.
Would a 26 hit?
It does.
Okay. Frost damage of 1. Yay. Sneak attack because everyone's here.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
The true sneak attack were all the friends we made along the way.
Again.
Kit, you hear that, and you take another 7 psychic moves.
I stand by what I said.
18 hits.
Okay. Oh yeah. Finally.
That'll and let's see the damage, then it'll check and make the constitution save. minus 1d4 because of Sax's fantastic bonus. Ooh, 19 plus an additional 6. Next up, Constitution save. Roll Constitution. Minus 1d4.
Mind Sliver.
What is your save? 15. It. Not make it.
Nice.
Oh, so he is already restrained.
Mhm.
Got into your mental mind.
Nice. Is that your turn?
Yes, that's everything I can do.
Okay, up next we have Real Tekken, the real deal, the actual one.
Be yourself.
How do we tell them apart?
Goatee.
I don't know.
Evil one has a goat. Yeah.
Our Tekken shaves for some reason. Even though the goatee would make him look cooler.
Well, that'll hit.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Key point.
15.
Oh, F you.
The B.
Okay. And that's my turn.
So if he fails and hits himself, does he really fail? Or...
Good
So,
question.
what happens here is Tekken, you go to punch the evil Tekken. But somehow you misstep. And as you misstep, you realize your foot presses on top of a stone that moves. And the stone pushes in just a tiny bit and you hear a click. Kit! Can you give me another dexterity save?
Love of all things holy.
Because as you do this, on Kit's side, Kit, you notice that a few more small holes open in the walls, and you hear put, and arrows start flying at you.
I would like to dodge them.
Yes, give me a dexterity
Yeah,
save.
good idea.
Oh gosh.
The arrows hit.
I would like
Uh-huh.
to use Sax's strength and love to re-roll.
Hell,
Okay,
Really?
sure.
Okay.
The strength and love, as you will know, is not strong
like
enough
this.
for you from Sax. And the arrows hit, and you take 10 piercing damage.
Oh, my
And-
body.
Then
Did you get
suddenly
hurt?
Feel yourself very slightly tired, and you fall asleep.
Snooze. Am I gonna wake up?
Oh,
Is this a permanent sleep?
yeah. Yeah, it is. Your life now. It.
The rest of you just hear a thud on the other side of the mirror.
You had a good run.
I don't
On
know
the
what we
bright
did.
side, after this happens, Tekken, you deliver a final blow to your evil twin. And it explodes into a gooey mess everywhere.
Oh.
Evil Tekken has been defeated.
Yeah, I guess, but ew. Okay. So that was wonderful. Evil Tekken dying have any effect on the
I
room by
didn't get to
chance?
hit anything.
No, it didn't actually.
Well, this is bad because Kit is now probably dead. And you know.
We don't know that though. We can't see him. All right, so Kit, what's the next symbol? No answer. I guess he's dead.
I'm okay with that. Let's go to the next room.
At least a little bit.
That would be really good. Unfortunately, you can't really get to another room.
Okay.
Kind of stuck
So,
here at the moment.
based on what
Stone
we know, symbols that we did touch were what, 6 and what and 1?
We did 6, 8, 1. I don't know if 1 was a problem or not.
Said they all turned green before they all turned red, so it's possible that we matched
Hey,
the
I wonder
symbol.
if he was talking about 2.
Think he was reading it back. It's a mirror. Everything might be reversed.
Oh,
What a bother.
yeah, I hate mirror puzzles.
Which means that we would have to find the symbols that were actually the opposite of the ones that we did press and try those instead.
No, well, if it's just reversed, it's not inverted.
Oh,
It would
that
be
means-
2
So-
instead of 1.
So 1 and 2 are the only ones that would be a problem.
we press 2 then instead and see if that works.
So 6, 8, 2.
You press 6 and it
Yes.
flashes and lights up green. You press 8 and it lights up green. You press 2 and it lights up green. And it flashes and it stays green this time. And you see the mirror
Honestly,
Excuse me. fade away. Kit, you're asleep, so you wouldn't necessarily know this is happening, but you suddenly see Kit get pushed through an opening in the wall into your room before the mirror shatters, revealing a door into the next room.
He's not
You
dead.
also notice in the room you're currently in, the mannequin dressed like Tekken is not there anymore.
I asked you that, and you said nothing happened when he died.
Didn't.
You're a liar who lies. I said, did anything change in the room? And the mannequin not being there would be a change in the room.
It's a good point. Good point.
I asked specifically because of that.
DM's
Super odd.
my bad.
DM privilege.
Oh!
Well, we'll go with that. So yes, the door to the north is now opened, and you also notice that the wall that led to the west is still a wall. Don't know how you can get back there. So yes,
Kid up.
what's that?
Wake kid up. Or, like to wake people up from sleep, you just have to wake them, right? There's no...
You just shake them. Something.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you want to do? How do you
I
want to wake
shake
up
him.
Kit?
I was gonna cast Eldritch Blast, but I guess that's probably safer.
Kit, wake up! Wake up, Kit! Wake up! Are you alive?
Kit,
Are
you
you
open your
alive, Kit?
eyes and you realize there's a turtle, your best friend Tortuga, shaking you awake. And you look down and you have an arrow in your knee.
Oh God!
And you used to be an adventurer.
Do I take more pun damage?
Probably.
5 points of sight.
Oh,
You do not.
Because it's a mirror. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think those are the only ones that could have caused the problem because there's no mirror version of 3, is there?
Not with our eyes the way they are, no.
Alrighty then. That was. You're not dead, so get up.
hey! I stand.
You are now standing.
Yay!
All right, we have to go through that door.
Let's go before anything else happens in this crap hole of a place. Oh, part of me feels like we should probably destroy those mannequins just in case.
I'm sure we'll destroy them eventually.
Oh,
I cast Sacred Flame at the rest of the mannequins.
Okay. You cast Sacred Flame at the rest of the mannequins, and nothing happened.
Let's just go. We'll deal with it later.
Some of the flame or some of the clothing is destroyed or damaged, but the mannequins themselves seem to be okay.
It's fine. I already stole the hats I wanted from the box, so I'm good.
Okay, doke. You all walk through the opening.
Yes.
Marching
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
No, not for the love of all things
Sorry.
holy.
I
Who's
wanna-
in
I'll
front?
go
Who's
first.
next? Who's behind?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go second.
Gur walks into the
I'll
room
go behind
first,
you.
followed by Tortuga. Up
Go
next.
behind Tortuga.
Then we have Sax.
I'll go behind Sax.
And then we have Kit and Tekken following up in the rear.
Protecting
Usually
our
the
butts.
There you go. And
Is
you
anybody
all-
hurt?
I mean, it kind of is.
Other
Not
than
that
Pride?
much.
Probably not enough for you to waste any magic if that's what you were planning on doing.
Okay.
You walk into this room, and the door behind you, well, it was an opening, but then you hear a thunk, and a door slides into place. And this room, at the moment, there are no exits, and you see it's spookily quiet.
Boy.
There's several small wooden objects that appear to be scattered about on the floor. There are 4 evenly spaced twin-side wooden bunk beds in this room that have wool blankets on them. Each bunk bed has a small wooden table on it that has a lit lamp, and it's emanating a small, soft glow. And all these together are what's lighting the room. On one wall, I'm going to say the west wall, there is a 3-foot high bookshelf that has about a dozen books. To the left and the right of this bookshelf, there's a small rectangular wooden box that's about a foot tall and 3 feet long. A grandfather clock with a pendulum rests along the opposite wall, east wall. Like I noted, there is an eerie silence in the room.
Mm.
Suddenly, silence is broken with a ghostly giggle of a young child.
Murder it. What?
When this happens, a door appears in the north. The north wall. Near where the grandfather clock is. Sorry. Grandfather clock is on the east wall, so no. Clock isn't the east. North wall door just opened. Or it doesn't open. But
Father clock.
you suddenly hear the
Beds.
sound, a ghostly sound of children playing.
Okay, so said there was bunk beds, a table, 4 wooden rooms. What that was?
4 evenly spaced twin-size wooden bunk beds.
The beds at the floor.
Each
Okay.
bunk bed has a small wooden table with a lit lantern. Along the west wall is a 3-foot-high bookshelf with about a dozen books. To the left and the right of the bookshelf is a small rectangular wooden box that is 1 foot tall and 3 feet long. The grandfather clock with a pendulum is along the east wall.
Are there anything in the boxes?
The boxes are currently empty.
You sound kind of low.
Oh, sorry. The boxes are currently empty.
Are there
Boxless lanterns.
named books on the bookshelf?
There are not. The books look to be just general children's books. One's about rhymes, stories. There's one about the Great Tekken.
Well, clearly, whoever resides in this room has good taste. Just saying.
Right. Is there anything unusual about the clock? Is this the
No,
kids' bedtime and we
it's-
need to get them all to bed?
It is a clock, and currently the pendulum is not swinging, which is something that you might think might be unusual. And both of the hands are pointed downward into the 6 o'clock position. The clock is at 6:30.
Was there anything on the bunk beds?
You don't see anything on top of the bunk beds.
Well,
Do you want to set the pendulum in motion? Maybe that does something.
try. I mean, we have nothing to lose, honestly.
I will try to start the grandfather clock.
Okay, how do you go about doing that?
Nudge the pendulum so it starts swinging.
Okay. The pendulum itself starts swinging. You hear a little click, click, click. And the hands move ever so slowly. The hour hand moves itself over to 7 now, and the time says 7:30, and the pendulum stops swinging.
Do it again. To get these kids to bed.
Oh, you move the pendulum again?
Well, did anything in the room change other than the clock?
It did not. You do hear the sound of what from previously of children playing in the room. Some giggling of kids. But other than that, nothing else has changed in the room.
I'm gonna do Corona of Light, just
Okay.
in case,
Okay, sounds good.
on everybody.
Cool deal. Oh. Here. Do.
And then touch the pendulum again.
Touch the pendulum. So you want to the heck? Oh no. This one. You want to swing it again? You swing the pendulum and the clicking and the hand itself advances to 8 o'clock, and it is now at 8:30.
Okay.
And still nothing in the room has changed, but you hear the giggling getting a little bit louder.
Let's give it the old college try and do it again. Let me get a bedtime story ready just in case.
Did you say get a bedtime story ready?
If they have books on the shelves, might as well.
They do. What are you all going to do now?
So
Are you going
one
to
more
pick
time.
any particular book off the shelf, or are you just gonna grab a book and get a book out of your backpack if you have
I
any?
want to grab the book about me and browse through it.
Okay.
See how legit this book is.
It's recounting a lot of your stuff, pretty much how you remember it. You did a lot of work. Sax just kind of followed you around.
Yeah, that's how that all went. But yeah, it's fine.
Hey, go to the inn and see how we get out of here.
don't, I don't think the book works like that, dear.
It could be a magic book.
Because unless past future me would have continued writing this, although I'm technically dead in this timeline, then good chance that I may or may not have been around for this actual puzzle when our past future selves came here in the first place. Yeah.
I touched the pendulum.
The pendulum is cold.
Give it a good smack.
You smack the pendulum and it starts going. And the hour hand, heads very close to 9 o'clock, but the clock itself is now reading 8:55. And a voice is suddenly heard from the other side of the door. You hear a woman's voice of, "Bedtime is in 5 minutes, children. Pick up your things and get in bed. I'll be in to check on you shortly." And then you hear the kids start giggling a little bit louder.
I want to go to the children.
I don't
You don't
They're
see any
actually
children in the
there
room,
yet.
you just hear them.
like we kind of know they somewhat exist, kind of, but not really. That makes sense.
Okay, so if we
Spiritual
speed up,
guardians.
or not speed up, but if we can we do anything with the clock besides mess with the pendulum, like the hands of the or the face or whatever it's called, the clock?
The face of the clock? I assume you're trying now, since you're asking. It is now 8:56. When you try to push the hands forward, nothing happens, but pushing the hands backwards, you're able to push the hands backwards.
So we can't speed up.
Nothing happens when you do so, though.
Okay, so it won't let us push it in you. That's.
I want to cast spiritual guardians and then touch the pendulum one more time.
Okay, you cast Spiritual Guardians. Your Spiritual Guardians are there. You touch the pendulum. It feels cold.
And give it another good smack.
You smack it and it speeds it up, but the hands don't change any more quickly. But another minute ticks by and it is now 8:57.
Really making us work for that 9 o'clock bedtime, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. Should I smack it again?
Yes.
I smack it again.
It feels cold to the touch and it speeds up a bit. However, nothing changes.
I smack it harder.
Freezing.
Same thing.
Wonder, like, alright, we have time.
But after all this smacking, you hear a voice from the other side of the room. "Quiet down in there. Don't make me tell you again." And another minute ticks
I
by.
yell.
It is 8:50
What you
or
gonna do about it?
8:58.
Are there beds in there?
There
I go
are.
to bed. I go to bed.
You lie down
I go
in
to bed
bed.
too.
There were
Yeah,
4
it says there are four
bunk beds that were in
so-
here.
Oh, they're bunk beds. Okay.
So, Kit lies down. Tortuga lies down.
I'm gonna lie down too.
Tekken lies down.
Alrighty, might as well.
Sax, you lie down. Can everyone give me a perception check?
Perception check.
Sax, it's just a really comfortable bed. Tortuga, it's a really comfortable bed. Or sorry, that was Sax. Kit, as you get into bed, you feel a little bump similar to Princess and the Pea.
You can't sleep like that. That pea kept her up all night.
I will definitely not be able to sleep. I will get the pee out of my bed.
I'm sorry, I just heard. You examine the bed and you find there is a book, and the book has a picture of. Well, it looks similar to a raven, but not quite. You think you remember there being another bird similar to a raven that's very good about mimicking things. And you remember, as you are also a bird who is good at mimicking things, that they're called magpies.
Yes! It is
Another
a
minute
magpie.
ticks by, and it is 8:59. And Tekken is standing in the room. And you see, let's see, Kit is in bed with a book. Sax is in bed. Tortuga is in bed. Gur is in bed.
Gur's not in bed.
Gur is not in bed,
Like,
so only
Tekken
3
would
people went
want
to bed. The bed.
Lay down.
I want to hide by the door. Like when it opens up, I'll be hidden.
Okay, cool. You all are waiting, getting comfortable,
I was in the bed.
and another minute ticks by, and it hits 9 o'clock, and
Tekken was
the
in bed too.
clock starts banging loudly of a bong, 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 and a ghostly figure floats through the door and looks around and sees some of you in bed and sees Tekken. Did you say you were hiding as well?
Said he was in bed earlier.
Tekken's in bed. I'm the only one hiding.
Okay. She looks around and says, "How dare you go to bed without picking up your things?"
Oh,
And then you all hear a crack of what sounds like a whip. And you feel an intense burning on your back and your butt. And you realize this is probably a very mean woman. And you notice that this ghostly woman looks familiar, like someone you've seen before. Fairly recently, actually. And you all take 3 slashing damage.
Wait, me too?
Mhm.
Even though I was a good boy laying in bed?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No!
We didn't pick up our things apparently.
No!
Hey,
How much slashing damage?
Just 3.
she takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Unfortunately, she is a ghostly figure in this room that does not seem to do anything. And she floats away. And as she goes through the door, there's a weird feeling. And everything seems sped up for a moment. And then you find yourselves in the room, still in the bed. But the clock is reset to 6:30.
Interesting. Is there anything like actually around that? I mean, she said we had to pick stuff up, but
Yes, when you
Oh,
walked in the room, I
look
had
at my
noted there
bed.
are several small wooden objects that are scattered around the floor.
what are those objects?
Look like toys, little toy
I-
sword, little toy horse.
I-
Put them away in the box.
I
That-
quickly put him away because I don't want to upset Mommy again.
Okay.
Not your actual mom, but
Ghost Mom!
so yeah, in the empty boxes. Let's just put the toys away in the boxes.
Okay, sounds good. What would you all like to do next?
Yeah, let's try this nonsense again. We've now picked up our toys. Let's get the time back up and try to see if this works now that we've cleaned up our rooms like proper. Oh, wait, Kit, what's inside of that book?
I open the book. What's inside the book?
Oh, do you read the book? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to read a book.
You just said you opened it. Now I'm being pedantic. You open the book and you look through, and it talks about a small child named Lyle, who is not a very nice boy.
Lyle sounds like a jerk.
Man,
This might be what we were looking for.
it might be what we were looking for. But, I mean, Magpie grew up here, kind of?
Well, maybe not here, but this is an echo of where he grew up.
That's weird. That's weird. Oh, what else does it say other than, this could you skip ahead a few chapters?
Skip ahead.
Kit?
Oh, sorry. Yes, let's skip ahead a few chapters.
Okay. You go ahead a few chapters and it starts talking about a child who went to a wizarding school. Well, not a child.
What?
It talks about Lyle, who ended up at a wizarding boarding school.
This sounds familiar and copyright infringy.
I mean, we've already we've infringed on plenty of copyright at this point, so that
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
be
call
the first time.
KJ Rowling.
All right, so skip ahead a few more chapters than that, like a lot more chapters.
Skip to the last chapter.
The last chapter talks a lot about how the school itself was not very pleased with the research that Lyle was doing and attempted to oust him. And he was getting more and more paranoid that someone was trying to take him out. So he took some objects of his and tried, to the best of his ability, to use them to protect himself in the event that someone might come and try to destroy him.
Magpie's Voldemort.
And it talks a bit about transferring some life force to these items. And the book kind of ends after that.
Describe these items by chance, like them happening to be like a shoe or, some other strange things that just happen to be enchanted.
Or are you asking if the book mentions what these items were?
Yeah.
Well, he took one of his shoes, and there was a ring, a Dakota ring, that one of his classmates gave him. And then he knew that he needed one more item, and he couldn't figure out what might work. But there was a dog that liked to roam the halls of the school.
Oh,
he took
God!
the collar from the dog because it had meaning. So
Whew. Thought we'd have to kill the dog.
I mean,
No, we already did this
I
months
was just
ago.
about to say, I think we already care of a lot of this. Well, then, hold on to that book, Kit, because
Are you sure? Do you want to hand it over to Sax or someone who doesn't
trustworthy.
get distracted by shiny objects?
I will bedazzle this book so I will never lose it. I would like to bedazzle my book.
you bedazzle your book.
It is
using
shiny. I will keep it forever.
The gems that were originally on the teapot and the other items you grabbed while in the mirror room.
The book is now jeweled and I love it. I will keep it forever.
All right, that works.
Besides, I've already heard what I needed to anyway, so. All right, now all that leaves is us actually getting out of this room. Oh, now that we've cleaned it up, and I'm assuming if we turn the time forward far enough for this bedtime nonsense, then we should be able to get out of here. Well, let's try this again. More
Okay.
with feeling.
How do you do that?
Well, all right. So we cleaned up the room.
Yes.
Everyone get into bed. Girl, you can do your Heidi thingy in the meantime. And I will use telekinesis to force the pendulum to keep moving.
Okay, you keep doing that, and the hands progress further and further, and as soon as it hits 8:55, you hear a voice. Bedtime in 5 minutes, children. Make sure you pick up all your things, and I'll put you to bed shortly.
Moment of truth.
What's that?
The moment of
I wanna-
truth.
I want to look
Yeah.
through the bed. I want to look through the bed and see if there's any other toys that we missed.
You do not find any other toys in the bed.
Cool.
Right.
And we're going to just fast forward as the time ticks by. And it hits 9 o'clock, and the ghostly figure comes through and sees you all in bed and looks around and goes, "Ah! Excuse me. Ugh, heartburn. It's still lit in here. What are you doing?" I said, "Put yourselves to bed." And then you feel the crack again.
No!
You take 3 damage, and she says, "I will be back to check on you in 2 more minutes. You better listen this time." And she floats back through the door.
My gosh, blow out the stupid lanterns.
Yeah, if they're lights, can we turn them off?
Yeah, they're just lanterns.
Right.
You turn them all off, and the room goes dark, and we fast forward a couple of minutes, and she comes back in, and you see her giving a glare around and says, "Ah, you must all be tired. Okay, let's get you to rest." And she floats over to the bookshelf and looks and looks. Says, your favorite book is missing. Whatever shall we do?
A
I must go look for
story.
it.
Oh, crap.
And she floats through the door again.
Tekken!
What? I didn't keep the book. Kate has the one with the book with that has the book.
What about the book about Tekken?
Well, I guess I'll put it back now since I didn't know I had it.
You said you took it off the shelf
I took it to read it. It's not like I didn't put it back.
For the love of all things holy. Okay.
A few moments pass, and she comes back through and looks. Aha! It's still not here.
Ha.
Oh, but you did find your other book that you're missing. That's fantastic. Let me go see if I could find your favorite book, though.
I think it's
She
the
vanishes
magpie
through
book.
again.
Oh, we can't put it back. We need it for magpie stuff.
It's fine. We already learned what we needed to. Just put the stupid book back.
I put the joke book back.
I think she's gonna be angry that we bedazzled it though.
No,
Oh my
it's even more
gosh.
beautiful.
Telekinesis the bejeweling off of it for in the meantime.
No. You don't have to do that. It's perfectly fine. Nothing bad will happen.
You say that, but
I want to. Can I
Really,
unbedazzle
it'll-
that? Oh,
It'll be
okay.
fine. She comes back in, floats through the door, and says, "Oh, look at you! You found the book, and look at how creative you are."
We're so
And
creative.
takes the book off the shelf and starts reading it to you all, talking about the child named Lyle and pretty much the similar things that you had remembered reading in the book. And then she says, "Okay, that's bedtime. Make sure you get good rest." And she closes the book. And she actually floats out through the door. And as she goes towards the door to the north opens up. And she vanishes along with the book.
righty. That was wonderful. It's GTFO.
You all realize that this woman looks strangely familiar. Can you all give me a perception check again?
The drow lady by chance? Is that what this is?
The Drow Lady! She looks just like the
Okay.
Drow Lady that is in this building with you all.
Oh, crap. Then, oh, she would know I was lying that entire time then. Well, that's not good. It's not good.
I mean, maybe
Oh,
it's a ghost of her twin sister or something.
But why did she go along with it if that was the case?
Because it's more fun to be cruel for them.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, we learned some interesting things about Magpie's early childhood.
Still kind of a douche. So, not much has changed apparently.
So, what do you all do next?
Onward
We could
through the
go
new
through
door.
that door.
Okay, you walk into this room. And there is a small chest in the east. There-
I mean, what?
excuse me. There is a door to the west. There is a small statue that looks kind of similar to Jimmy in this room. Jimmy's been following along with all of you this whole time, and Chip has been on Tekken's shoulder for most of it as well. But yeah, there's a small, I don't want to say small, not quite life-size statue of Jimmy in this room. And yeah, that is what is currently in here.
I would like to examine the chest.
You examine the chest. And the chest, probably to your dismay, Gur, but to Sax's happiness,
Thank
it
goodness it's not a
doesn't
mimic.
appear to be a mimic.
Okay.
In the chest, though.
Is it openable? Trapped?
In the box!
Are you checking it for traps?
Yes.
There are no traps that you can detect.
I would like to open it.
You open the box, and from the box, you hear a giggling as some smoke pours out of the box. And you all get ready to roll for... No, I'm just kidding. There's no initiative here. There is a quaint little figure as the smoke clears that is standing in the room with you now. And it looks around and says, "Ah, thank you for letting me out. I've been stuck in there for so long." And this little thing,
You're evil.
is standing in front of you.
Oh,
And you see that it also has a little
Adorable.
backpack full of stuff, and it says, "Are you adventurers looking for fine wares,
yeah.
baubles, trinkets, and treasures?"
I mean, I'm not, but I can't talk about these people.
Me, these people.
You mean you people?
Suddenly we're these people that have traveled with him for a
Rude.
year. Okay.
I'm just saying, every moment that comes up to like get some sort of trinket, it's like, ooh, shiny, yeah, let me get it. It's like, whatever. I've got my fist,
Because
I don't need it. I'm good.
You don't use these things don't mean the rest of us, don't.
If there was a potion for more key points, you'd be on that very quickly.
It's true.
So this little creature looks and says, "Well, along with my travels before I was trapped, I collect all sorts of items, usually off of adventurers who no longer needed them.
A curiosity.
And I try...
These travelers you came across, they happen to look like us.
No. I mean, not exactly like you. similar to you. Some of them had swords and items such as yours. Some of them look strong like that one over there and points to Tekken. The only ones I've seen that look like that one and pointed towards Kit were kind of mean and running around and causing general chaos.
Your apocalypse is still going so far into the future. Good job, kid.
Oh, that's funny.
Yay! I have made a difference.
Oh, not a good one.
I beg to differ.
Doesn't
But
change the fact that you
the-
caused an
The
apocalypse.
one thing that sets you all apart from them is you all are still amongst the living.
Wait. You know what? Never mind. I'd rather not
That's
know.
good. Sometimes I question that.
So you got anything cool on you? So can I adopt
I have
you?
some cold items, yes. A few potions.
Do
Anything
you have
useful?
any armor?
Ooh, armor.
Sized.
I think about it. We can't take any of this
Turtle-sized
stuff
armor.
back with us, so
There's no such thing. You have a shell and be happy with it.
What about any healing potions?
A healing potion. Let me look. I have a few kinds of potions. I must admit I've never tried them myself, so I don't actually know if...
I'll take them all.
Okay. How does 200 gold per sound? The adventurers I took these off seemed very well to do, so I imagined these must be quite the potion.
How many do you have and what color are they?
Color?
strangely
That's a
valid
good
questions.
question. That is also a lot of questions. Here,
Well,
let
the
me
other shopkeepers, purple
Let
one
me
and
show
an
you.
Orange one, and the orange one made things like grow.
Oh, I don't think I have any of those. That seems possibly useful. And one moment while I go through all my thingies that I saved up here. Wow, I opened a lot
The
of
Death Knight lady
tabs.
sure did enjoy it.
Actually,
It shows you one and says, "This was an interesting one that I found." I don't quite know. Sometimes it's just a potion, but other times a tiny little creature, and as it's shaking it to you, it shows tiny little creature pops up, and it keeps telling me how it's useful and I should drink it.
Oh.
I drink it.
I'll take it.
what?
I mean, it's still in the creature's hand.
I take it and drink it.
I'll take it.
Could you not do literally those things?
Like I said.
It says that will be 200 gold.
Throw him the gold.
It picks up the gold and says, "Ah, yes." And then it bites the gold and then swallows the gold.
What?
Seems necessary. Out of curiosity, you wouldn't happen to have any like items or anything of that nature that can like manipulate time or anything like that, would you?
I don't have any that manipulate time, but I have some that are useful for time. And it pulls out a little hourglass that has red sand in it. It says, "I found this
How much
one."
for everything in your backpack?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I haven't quite priced. And it pops its bag on the floor and then jumps in, which is a small bag, and then jumps inside the bag and is completely enveloped by the bag. And you hear a lot of muttering and grumbling. And it's throwing some random items all around. You see the hourglass, actually. It pops out. You see a frying pan, A couple of pine cones come flying out. A colorful, a multicolored potion. A slimy-looking
I want the
scarf.
multicolored potion.
Well, here we go. A slimy-colored scarf. You also see a viola that's emanating a slight smoke to it.
Hey, that's an instrument.
It is.
Came about
There's another potion that as soon as it comes out of the bag, it lands on the ground, and it's a little vial of red liquid, but there is a hand. Looks like almost a clawed hand that the vial has been shoved into, and now the hand is kind of standing up and very carefully just pacing a little bit back and forth.
That's normal for us.
A puzzle box. Looks like a puzzle box. You've seen those before. There is a rapier. Well, it appears to be a rapier. You can tell by the nice design of it. Another potion that looks like this. Boop. Pops out. A small
Ooh.
dagger. A cloak. You actually see a cloak that comes out.
Ooh.
A small vial. Looks like a little vial on a necklace, actually. That inside, connected from the top to the bottom of the vial, is a string, and then the string seems to be holding suspended a small glowing stone on the inside. Let's see, what else? A strange looking gauntlet. Another cloak comes flying out.
How strange looking is the gauntlet?
Has infinity stones in it.
It's smoldering.
Might be good for someone who punches things.
Or if it's smoldering, somebody who likes fire.
Another thing that pops out is it actually looks like what we would all know as a Pez dispenser. And the head is a small little dragon, dragon head.
How much for the dispenser of things?
Well, I've had this one for quite a while. I found it while I was exploring a very twisty maze. I didn't find it so much as I came upon it after an adventure did not make it out of the Minotaur's grasp. Oh, it threw it to me and said, "Help, help me!" But I wasn't going to deal with that, so I just took it and hid.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It looks at it and looks at you and says, 500 gold.
It's a lot of gold, but okay.
Now, do you actually know what any of this stuff does, or you just collected it all and it's one of those kind of
I'm
hope
for
for
the
the
zombie
best?
hand halo cross vial.
It uncorks it and takes a whiff. Ooh. And then it puts the cork back on. Based on past experience. 800 gold.
I don't think he knows what any of these do.
I don't think he does either.
I'll take it
Hold on while I make a note.
for 500.
Why should I give this to you for 500 when I'm the one that had to do all the work?
Oh, sure.
Because you don't know what it does, and it might just be worthless.
That's the chance you just have to take. Buyer beware.
You're in for a scare.
That's not. We're not doing that.
I think you should take 500 gold.
Sorry, what was that, Tortuga?
I think you should take 500 gold for it.
Why would I do that? I risked my hide.
Do though, because I mean, you mentioned hiding every time you came across any of these things, so you didn't actually risk yourself so much as you used people as distractions to then make stuff.
Or you always got it off of someone's corpse or
Good
someone
enough.
who was about to be dead's person.
Yeah. So
Well,
technically,
sometimes
Good
I
enough.
watched them when they were alive, and then when I was an opportune moment.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
really is, really is.
Could I try to persuade? For
Yeah.
500?
Yeah, sure. So you want to persuade how,
Please?
as I like to say, please tell me what you do instead of just describing the role you want to make. So tell me how you go about doing this.
Oh, brave shopkeeper. Very smart, very intelligent. I would much, much rather have your knowledge of this item and pay a little bit of gold for it than not having your knowledge and paying a lot of gold for it. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this and I'll give you 500 gold for it.
You called me intelligent. No one's done that in quite a long time.
And
You
brave.
must.
Very brave.
Yes. Very, very brave. Me, very. I go around, I do all sorts of looking and gathering and nobody
Brave,
respects it, but
brave.
you do. Okay, I tell you what. Just for you, 500 gold. Unfortunately, I still don't know much about this or what it does, but other things that I've smelled that are similar to this have fetched a pretty penny. Whatever a penny is. A pretty copper. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Yeah, so 500 gold. Congratulations.
I am curious about that hourglass, though. I want the hourglass.
Ah, this hourglass. It moves strangely quickly towards you. Almost as if it seemed time stopped for a moment, and then it's suddenly next to you, and it's looking around you. This creature's probably about half your height, Sax. And it looks and it sniffs.
Adopt
You seem like one who may benefit from this hourglass. I think it is yours, and just hands it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. It also, this creature, reaches into its another little small pouch it has, and it says, I also have been down into the depths of the afterlife and come back, but not as a zombie, but as myself. And from it, I have found a coin. And it brings out a coin that's about the size of its palm. And it says, this coin has helped me survive many an adventure. And I'm thinking about retiring at this point and maybe setting up shop because things have gotten very dangerous. I'm not sure if you've known this recently or noticed, but it's just not a safe place to be. So I am willing to part with this coin, but this one has helped me greatly. And I think for 2,000 gold, it might be useful to help me start my shop.
If you make it 1,000, you got yourself a deal.
Give me let's go with a persuasion check.
Okay. That's the wrong thing.
Oh, you silly! Ah, yeah. You know, I think you've convinced me. Okay, I think you'll put it to good use. Plus, you've taken that blasted hourglass off my hand. Sure, I'll give it to you for 1,000 gold.
I'm sorry. Taking it off your hand?
Yes, it's very, very heavy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Righty. Take your coin. Remove that. Right. So that's that. Alright. Then yeah, the viola thing that you got going on over there.
Yes. This, actually, I found it wasn't... They were dead, but not dead. You see, they were undead. And they were a very good musician. Well, they were undead and not dead, but then they became dead. And that's when I got this, because of the music that came from it was fantastic. And I wanted it, and they refused to sell it to me. And I was very sad for a time, but I followed them. I followed them for quite a long time. And eventually, I got it. And the amount of time I spent on this, probably... Yes, this I think... I already gave you a deal on that coin. So I think 500 gold. Yes, 500 gold for this. That would do fine. That will do great.
Yeah, I'll give you 250.
Excuse me, but fool me once.
Fool
Shame
you.
on me. Fool me twice. Still shame on me, because I should have figured it out by now. But fool me 3 times, and I probably should stop talking to you.
I haven't fooled you the second time yet, so
400 gold.
Told you 250. That's as high as I'm going. Otherwise, you can keep the cursed thing and hope that it doesn't bring something to kill you in a few, whoever knows how long, when you try to retire and get murdered.
Oh, this violin is not cursed. No.
As far as you know.
Oh, no, I have used this violin. This is one of the few
yeah.
items I've actually partaken in, and this is because I saw it be used.
What does it do?
How the turns have tabled. Wait a minute. How the tables have flipped. Wait a minute.
For the love of all things holy.
How the wait. He pulls out a tiny book and starts looking through it. Puts it back in. How the tables have turned. Aha!
Huh.
Oh, you can play it, and it has some magical effects. Some of which cause a strange insanity, and other things makes things very bright and painful. Another one? Well, let's just say it lets you escape from things easier than you may have been able to previously.
Oh,
And another one summons the very dead themselves.
that's a lovely list of abilities. Oh,
You know, thinking about it, I don't think I will take any less than 500 for this.
where are you gonna? Because I'm not spending 500 on that. Besides, for all I know, you could be lying about what it does. So, I know I can trust you.
Give me another persuasion check. Okay. About 300, and I give you one more item that you take from me.
Free?
For free.
All right. Do you guys have anything you have your eye on before I make this deal?
Are there
Oh,
any
no,
other
no, no,
potions?
no.
Oh,
You don't get to pick the item.
that's-
I pick the item.
Okay. Well,
that seems kind of lame.
Yeah, because how do I know you're going to give me something good and worth it? So now, now I'm not going to go any higher than 200 for it. You're really just kind of starting to make me not very happy. You.
And you wouldn't like him when he's not happy.
True.
I don't like him right now.
You wouldn't like him more when he's not happy. How could you not like him? He's beautiful. And I grab his cheeks and I squished him together. He's
Can you
sad.
give me a persuasion check, Kit?
Oh. Persuasion. Woohoo!
Little creature looks at you, Kit, after you squeeze its tiny cheeks, and it goes, "Oh, you. Fine. 250 and you have a deal."
But you kind of made me go down to 200 because you were being all difficult. So.
I just give it to 250!
It also, let me grab the image here,
Right. So 250.
says, and then, oh my gosh, I don't want the link, I want the image. Let me copy. What? Hold on. No, come back. 1 second. There we go. It shows you the vial. It says, but you must take this with you.
Oh.
Okay. I've never heard of whatever this is, but I guess I'll take that with me then.
Okay. 250 gold. You get that, and also let me grab you the item that you are now in possession of. No. Bonk. Sax! You're now the proud owner of this.
Of moonlit spirits. How do I add that?
Just make a note that you have it, and yeah, because it's not like an official item or anything.
Assuming the potion isn't either then.
Correct.
Yeah, what about the potion that I drank? Did anything
I was
happen?
gonna say, what happened when Kid drank the blood?
Oh, so you actually did grab it and drink
Oh,
it down.
yes, I wanted to drink it.
Seems.
Give me a Constitution save.
I hope I get a nat 20. Fudge.
You did not.
That's not too bad. You drink this, and as you do, it feels like it's clinging inside your throat. It's a little difficult to get down. And as you're drinking it, it chokes you for a minute, You have a little trouble breathing, and then it slides down, and you feel it in your inside sliding through, and it hits your stomach, and it feels like just a thud. And you feel suddenly very happy, like you just almost giggling uncontrollably at random points.
Oh, like normal then.
And as at this moment, you're not sure what it does, but something does feel different aside from the general euphoria you're feeling at the moment.
Oh, so happy! And I hug Sax.
I will
Nice.
stab you.
And then I hug Tortuga!
Did you stab Kit?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah!
And a lesson
Why?
about consent.
I would like to use Sax's love to avoid it.
Okay. Give me a dexterity save.
Damn it, I almost had 19.
Sax, can you give me a dexterity check?
Dexterity check.
Oh, you gave me a check, Kit. I was looking for a save. Unless
Oh.
they're the same thing.
I think
No, Dex. Oh, yeah, it'd be the same.
Okay, never mind then.
I have both the same.
Unfortunately, you don't move out of the way just in time. You take a tiny little stab from Kit, which you may call a cut of love. You feel that you're a cut above. I'm gonna stop now. You take 5 slashing damage.
Ouch. And then I will hug Tortuga.
Dab him, Tortuga. Teach him a lesson.
I don't think I have anything sharp.
Oh.
Are you trying to stab Kit?
Why?
I mean,
No,
only way he'll learn.
no, I'm not. I like hugs.
Tortuga, did you picked up the zombie handy potion, right? Not the
Zombie hand halo cross vial.
Okay. I'll show you there was also let me make
I'm
a
curious
slight
about the cloak as well.
modification here. There are 2 actually. This was the other one that I was talking about.
It's a moonbeam.
Mysterious vial.
You have some disturbing image galleries.
Just about to say, it's like the fact that he just has these kinds of things just like on hand. It's like, just in case.
I like RPG or tabletop RPGs, and I do a lot of searching for images and find things, and then I spend hours because I fall down a rabbit hole of finding cool stuff, and then I'm like, hey, these could be neat for things.
Hmm.
You guys are talking. I want to hug Gur and Tekken as well.
Okay. Do y'all try to stab Kid as well, or you
Please
just
stop
let him...
trying to stab me.
I mean, if you're not gonna learn your lesson.
No, I am not going to stab him.
Okay.
I feel like you should.
So Tortuga, you there were 2 cloaks actually. One looks a little bit patchworky, and the other one, which one? The other one looks like a very nice cloak of like a count.
Dracula?
Ooh. I want to see the patchworky one. I think I want the patchworky one. Can I have the patchworky one?
Yes, you can. Let me just figure out. There was this cloak. Back over here. This cloak. This cloak. Nope. This one and this one. Nope. This one and this one. Nope. The pine cone. Trying to find it. I saved a bunch of stuff and I have 115 tabs open. Literally. Please hold. My bad. I probably should have saved these into a separate spot.
You do that. I'm gonna go get my laundry to my dryer.
Hey, that's not bad. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Put these cloaks together. Yeah. Yeah, there's one that looks very nice. The best thing I could say is actually more like a vampire hunter's cloak looking cloak. Let me grab an image of this one. So here's the first one. The other one I'm not sending. I don't have actually a good picture of without quite doing what I don't want to do with it. So yeah, it's patchworky. If that is the cloak that you would like, the creature says to you, "Sure, I can sell that one to you. It's been a good friend, you know, like a good traveling companion, like a good blade, a good walking stick. But I could part with it, especially if it's to help jumpstart my business." Oops. Oh, hold on a second. Button. Damn it. Button? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yes, I can part with it. We'll say, how about 400 gold? Yes. That is what it
You have a deal.
cost. Okay. And Tortuga, I am actually going to send this one to you in a DM.
Ooh.
For reasons.
Interesting.
He's evil now.
I mean,
Oh, he's not evil,
this part.
but I do want it to be up to Tortuga whether or not he decides to
Evil?
share it with you all or not.
Oh. Why does him sharing it with us like negate some of the effects or something?
Possibly.
Ah.
I
You have a goatee, no? Usually the telltale sign.
mean,
Okay. Are you ready,
Little-
Tortuga?
really, up there.
I need to make
I'm
sure
ready.
I select
I'm ready
Tortuga.
for it. Let me have it.
Where is Tortuga? Damn.
That's how
Where are you?
we would know you're extra
Where?
evil because you somehow grew hair.
Why are you not showing up in my... Oh my gosh. Have I never sent you a message separately on? I swore I have. Yep, there you are. Thanks. That was very helpful. I appreciate it. That's your item.
What does it do? Oh dear.
This is awesome.
Dear.
There you
This
go.
is wonderful. I love it. Thank
You're welcome.
Why do I have a feeling this is going to be bad for the rest of us somehow?
Is Tortuga laughing ever good?
you. I put it on.
Nice.
That is a cool cloak. You look awesome.
I will let you instantly attune to it if you would like, Tortuga. Just tell me which item you want to break attunement with.
Dang it. I guess the lantern.
Just unattune yourself on the whatchamacallit, and you got it.
Okay.
Oh wait, does this Viola require attunement as well?
Does. The little creature looks and says, anyone else looking for anything in particular?
Way to travel back to our home, Tang.
Your home. What?
It's it's a long story actually.
Oh,
Happen to know the wonderful madam or she calls herself that's in charge of this place, would you?
oh, the evil mean lady? She sits on a throne? She just took that herself. She should not be on that throne.
Oh. You take it from?
Well, the
Can we
people who own this place. I was traveling through here, seeing if there were any other good items that I could find. And then I guess it was just very bad timing on my part, because the evil mean lady came in and took things over, and then she saw me wandering around, and she stuck me in that box over there. No matter how hard I tried to get out, I could not.
That wasn't very nice of her.
I did say she was an evil mean lady.
You did in fact say that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, makes you feel any better, there's a good chance we're gonna have to violently murder her, so, you know. Yay for you.
Yay! Well, you should let me know if that happens. I'll be making my store sometime soon, because you all have generously funded the beginning. In fact, I will call you founding members. Founding patrons. Yes, that sounds good. Yes. Okay. And then he well, not he, it reaches into its little pocket and pulls out another interesting looking potion. This. And actually hands it over to Kit and says, if you all need my services, maybe sometime, just throw that on the ground. Yes. It's very, very good smelling. I quite like the scent. I'll find you. And it looks around one more time and says, is there anything else? I have so many more items. If you have so many more gold.
Unless you got a time machine in there.
Unfortunately, I do not. But if I ever happen to come across one, I will let you know.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Well, bye then. And it suddenly explodes into just a giant mass of feathers that gently float to the ground. There are still a couple of those pine cones that it chucked out of its bag that are sitting on the ground, however.
Pine cones?
Mm-hmm. I had mentioned one of the first things it threw out of its thing was a pine cone.
Okay, I will put those in the bag of holding then. Have to give those back to him later.
There you go.
Grenades. Of course they are.
And Tortuga, you said you were very curious about the multicolored potion, yes?
Yes.
Okay, let me do this real quick. Delete, paste, select. I will show you. Oh crap! Bonk. What it looks like. Cute little potion. Oop, oop. Like this. Cute little potion.
Oh, it even has a little face on it. That's
Mhm.
adorable. Probably cursed with our luck.
Maybe. Anywho, yes, so that is it. You're in this room, and like I had mentioned, there is a little statue that looks like Jimmy that's in the northwest corner of the room. Excuse me. And a door to the east. East-west, door to the west.
Alrighty. Guess we can go through that door then.
Okie You go through that door. Do all of you wander through it?
Yes.
Okay. You all go through, and as you make your way through, you hear a click, and you first notice that the door does not appear openable from this side. And you also recognize the room you're currently in as a room you've been in before, where there is a giant trapped angel and some danger unicorns.
I do not remember that being a thing.
I
You
do.
also, Tekken would recall that if you went to the west of this room, because there is an entrance, there is an exit to the south and an exit to the west. Tekken would recall the exit to the west is where the mirror room is that you all were originally in here trying to find. And
crap.
the,
You know
the
if we got
exit,
all the totems?
the exit to the south
I think we did. Go.
actually is where you found a group of drow that were making a meal, and then you all killed them. And if you remember, you actually got marked by them.
I do not remember that either.
You were not here.
Ah, well, never mind. So then, wait, should we go back to the mirror room? You said we got all the totems?
I think we got a lot of them. Hopefully we got.
Yep.
All.
All right, let's check out the mirror room then. Let's see.
Okay. You all went west into the mirror room. Somebody, I have a list of it here, but someone tell me all the totems you currently have.
Let's see. There's with
My
the lyre. There was your sword. The
Tekken's
fist one was the one with the turtle shell, the blue shell on it. And then forgot what Kit's was. The broom? Was it feather? It was something. It was something. Something Kit related. I forgot, honestly.
Did you all find one? Did you all find kits?
Pretty sure we did because I remember you mentioning something about, oh, this looks like a familiar bird that you guys would recognize.
It's true, you did.
I was like, eh.
You did indeed.
I don't remember what it was specifically, unfortunately.
And then it was a tiny version of the broom. It was the first one you found. And then there was also one more.
Symbol of helm or something.
Gur's sword with the eye.
Yeah.
You said that earlier, or you said
Oh, sorry, I misheard then. My bad. But yes. And also Tekken's fists,
Hmm.
because there was that whole thing. So yes, you guys found all of the little tokens. So now you have realized you might be able to set them or do something with them. Set them in some sort of pattern and arrangement, somehow do something. So what would y'all like to do?
See them in the mirror, correct?
The mirror that Tortuga broke, yes.
He broke it? You broke the mirror?
Yep.
I set it on fire multiple times.
And then smashed it with his hammer. Hammer? Maul? Big blue shell.
Hammer.
Hammer, yes.
Honestly. Wait. The hourglass I have, what does it do?
You can sense that it is a magical item. And you also know, well, you know that mechanically, you can figure out what a magical item does by attuning to it.
Also, will mending work on the mirror?
I mean,
You know what? I'm just gonna cast it. Can I cast mending on the mirror?
you can! And it takes you a little time because bit by bit, it was shattered into a lot of pieces.
Of course it
And
was.
you notice there is one missing piece. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, mending works fine. It doesn't look like anyone else has been through here since y'all have broken the place. A lot of the places y'all have gone have been pretty sparsely populated. Your DM needs to make places more populated for more fun. But yeah, it looks like there hasn't been anyone else that's been through here since y'all. So all the pieces are still where they were left,
Wonderful.
albeit a bit charred.
I will cast mending.
Yeah, all the pieces go back together and you see the mirror in the room.
Honestly. Alright. Okay.
Except mending doesn't repair magic items or put the magic back in magic items. It just repairs the item itself. So the mirror is just acting like a mirror.
Okay, it's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine.
If y'all could give me a perception check, please.
More of that happy sex energy.
To be fair, I wasn't the one who destroyed the mirror.
Oh,
Tortuga, you remember the exact placement of every single item that was on the table.
I sure do.
So let's put the items there.
And I put the items there.
You place the items onto the table. And then a magical circle starts glowing in the center of the table, which is actually right in the center of where the items were. And then the door that you originally came through, which closed behind you that you could not get back through, you hear a click and a doorknob suddenly appears on the door. And then in the center of the magical circle appears, dun dun dun, you all have been collecting other keys as well. And in the middle of this one, there is a triangular stone that looks to have symbols for fire on it.
Probably convenient.
Sacred flame?
No, just pick it up.
I picked it up.
Okay,
so
cool
I
deal.
better cast sacred flame.
Nice. Nicely done. You cast Sacred Flame, and the stone actually opens for a moment and glows and then closes. So there's a door to your west now.
Hmm.
All right,
Well,
let's.
think-
So
go
yes, to
halfway.
answer
you guys-
your
Did you guys ever go to that? Did you guys ever get the key for the other door we couldn't get when we first got here?
I think that's what collecting all these Fifth Element keys are.
Ah. Just making sure.
yes, that is correct.
Okay. So let's do that then.
Okay. You all go through the door. I imagine.
Yes.
Yes.
And in this room, as you recall, there is a staircase that leads up. Down. Leads down.
Okay.
Yes, staircase leads down. And this is how you originally got onto this this floor to begin with.
And how many of the element keys have we used so far?
You have found all but one.
Okay. Is it the actual fifth element? Is it love? Are we gonna have to do that love thing? Because
You actually realize that it's probably the love of friendship between you and Kit that's going to be necessary to
well, we're
create
stuck
the final
here
key.
forever then.
So yes. Yes. Just one key remaining.
Alrighty then.
What would you all like to do next?
We can only go downstairs, right? You said it leads down.
Yes.
We don't have a choice then.
That is correct.
All right, so let's go.
Let's go downstairs.
Okie doke. Jimmy follows you all behind. And you walk downstairs, down the stairwell, into a familiar large room, which is where the matron lady has been this whole time that the people are talking about. The evil, mean lady. And she is on the
Her
throne.
name was the Madam after all of that.
Madam. Yes.
Matron.
There you go.
Whoopsies.
And she comes, or you all go downstairs, and she's still sitting on her throne. However, instantly she sees you all. Well, most of you, and goes, "You all have been marked," and points a finger at you all. And a
I
bolt,
haven't.
except for Sax and Tortuga. Was Tortuga not there as well?
I'm pretty sure he was, because
Tortuga
there's a
was
good
there.
chance he probably
Tortuga
caused
was?
all kinds of chaos in the first place.
Yeah, Kit
Okay, so
wasn't.
then it was-
Jimmy wasn't.
Right. So it was Kit and Sax. That were... Okay, cool deal. Unfortunately, in that one, I did not make a note exactly of who was there. Oh no, yes, I did. I did. Cool. Smart me. Yeah. So she notices some of you are marked and gets very pissed off. And combat starts. Please, everybody roll for initiative.
So question, why and how did you guys get marked?
Killing her minions.
Ah,
Tekken, Gur, Tortuga, and Chip. As far as I can, my notes say, yeah, Tekken, Gur, Tortuga, and Chip.
Where is Chip? Is Chip still alive?
Chip
Tekken
is
shoulder.
on
Yeah.
Tekken's shoulder right now. But Chip is currently also not on Tekken's shoulder anymore.
Dun 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 dun.
And thinking back, after you all had that room reset with the grandfather clock, you haven't seen him since.
Oh. It is he.
Let me enter all these numbers in. Tekken is a 22. And Tortuga is an 8. And Sax is a 23. And Kit is a 12. And JCP is a 14. Oop. Heck. Roll. Damn it.
Weird, guys.
Hold on a second. Do. This again because one. Hey, they changed the interface a bit. How nice. Second. Tortuga 8. Sax 23. Kit is a 12. Finally, Gur's a 14. Now, stuff. Stick. So as she points a finger at you all, the shadows that are in the room coalesce into 4 Rao. They look very similar to the ones that originally marked you all. Well, most of you. And let's see.
Out of curiosity, guys, how did they
with-
mark you specifically? Did they touch you? Did they just curse you with their dying breath? How did that happen?
Yeah, that one.
Ah, wonderful.
Interesting. So, the first thing. Let's see. She also go ahead and click on that thingy. She also points and a familiar creature that y'all have seen before at a library, a certain inner working of a library appears. Oh, that's weird that duplicated. Huh.
That seeker thing.
Yeah, one of those is in here too. And that is what she does. And now, first up, we have Sax.
Hades. So, I will cast my Mantle of Inspiration to give us all the 14 temporary hit points. Then, in doing so, if any of you guys want to move into position, to get yourselves ready for combat or sneak attacks or those kinds of things, now would be the time to do it. And for my action.
And luckily, everything in here gets saved now, so I can actually save our entire encounter. So at any point, if y'all are getting tired or want to call it for the night, just let me know.
Let's see here.
I think we can kill her.
I think so too.
I will then cast Mirror Image and end my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have Tekken.
Let's see. Let's see. Where's my thingy at? Oh, that's right. It's not on that page. It's on the thingy. It's on the.
It's on the other thingy.
Okay. I want to use my I want to use my quivering palm thingy.
Okay, so you need to make a successful attack on the target first.
Okie dokie. Where's my dip-a-dip? Oh. Okay. So.
And then, let me move over to your sheet real quick. For your quivering palm.
Quivering palm.
So you can spend 3 key points. And she has to make a Constitution saving throw. So spend your points and Constitution saving throw. Let's see.
So what does it actually do? This palm thing he has?
So, Quivering Palm, when he hits with an unarmed strike, he can spend 3 key points to start harmless vibrations in the target, which last for 18 days. Then at any point in the future, as an action, he can end the vibrations and the creature has to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it's reduced to 0. If it succeeds, it still takes 10d10 necrotic damage.
So,
which is a lot of damage.
At any point in the future. So even within the same battle.
Mm-hmm. So it costs an action, so he's already used his action this round. But next round, if he so chooses, or any time really, he can just decide to make it happen. Yep. It is Omaewa.
When you get to hell, tell him Tekken sent you.
Probably what's going to happen. Tekken. That second one hit for another 9 damage. What's next?
Can I spend another key point and get my 2 unarmed strikes in?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Yay.
That hits. For 11 damage.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Wait a sec. Up next. It is her turn. She. That will work. That also. Oh man.
No, the music just got really dramatic.
It did. So, the first thing that she will do is try to hit Tekken, who's right by her. She points at one of the drow. And the drow smiles, and then suddenly It's a slight bloody nose. And then next, she grabs a hold of a staff that she has and tries to hit you, Tekken. For whack number 1. And succeeds. And you take... Go away, dice. I need you, like, not here anymore. You take 7 bludgeoning damage, and then you take 14 psychic damage. I also need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it. Oh, Dragon Soul. Maybe we do that one.
Yeah, sure. Diamond Soul.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Nice. Success. She then goes to hit you another time. And definitely hits. And you take another 7 bludgeoning damage and 14 psychic damage. And yet again, give me another wisdom saving throw.
Does that succeed?
It does not
Yeah, okay,
succeed.
yeah.
You are now frightened.
Can I use my
Of
thingy
this-
again?
Which thingy?
The Diamond Soul?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so, as many times as you have key points.
Wait, you have something else to get rid of frightened, I think.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna-
have it
well-
go on me though.
That succeeded anyway.
But I think he has to use an action for it, though.
Yeah, the nice thing about this one is he can reroll, whereas I think it's either action or bonus action that you can just end frightened, paralyzed. I think frightened, paralyzed, or something
And
else.
charmed.
Charmed, yeah. So yes, that is her turn. Next up, there was one of the drow that got that bloody nose. Runs up towards Tortuga.
Warding flare.
Okay. Well, luckily... that will not hit. It tries to attack you with spear again. Does that actually hit? Does that hit? Does an 18 hit Tortuga? I don't think so. Nope, I missed by 1. Tortuga, you managed to not get hit by like 1. And then
Hey, could I use a react
yeah,
to that?
I thought-
what do you want to do? I might not be able
I
to. Oh,
wish
there
to
you go.
grapple it with my new cloak.
You want to grab it with your new glove, or your? Did you say your
My
cloak?
new cloak, which is to grapple it.
Yes. Let me over here. Okay. Give me a. Yeah. Believe to do your check. All you need to do is give me an attack. Just a. Actually, hold on.
Like a unarmed or something like that.
Yeah, give me a athletics check. It's a 17. Now it makes its check back to where. Oh my gosh. Well, I have too many tabs. So there we go. That's easy. So it has to make. Let's see. Dexterity check. I just need to get over a 17, and I do not. So you currently have it grappled. So you have advantage on its stuff. Lastly, it yeah, there we go. Cast a spell. Or this one. This one. Gosh, all of these suck. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, wait, actually, no, I can do that. Never mind. Ha ha! That's much better. Seeing that you have grappled it with your cloak, it does not like this. And let's see, what does it want to do? It wants to do this. So it makes a little symbol with its hand. I need everyone to give me a wisdom save, please.
What the hell?
Oh,
Good thing I am so smart.
16
A
good.
symbol flashes in the sky.
Wisdom save.
16 good enough.
A 16 is,
Okay.
I'm so smart.
but a 10 is not.
Oh, crap.
Sax, you are distracted by the shiny symbol that's in the sky, and you are currently incapacitated as far as
That's not good.
the condition goes. And that is its turn. Now, the next one comes up and goes towards where Sax is. Seeing that Sax has been shinied by the shiny and tries to attack Sax. And it attacks once with its spear. Oh my god, and misses horribly. That's with advantage. And attacks again.
So how would I even get rid of that condition? Because
At the
It
end of
doesn't-
each of your turns, you can make the check again.
oh, okay, because like it doesn't even say how. That's not good.
And you take 8 piercing damage, followed by 26 necrotic damage as the shadowy spear pierces.
Well, I think it still has to my mirror image, even if I'm not.
Oh, yes,
using it.
correct,
It's
correct. Thank you. You roll on that one, yes?
I think so. Pretty sure I do. No one else has actually used that spell. Let's see. Each time I'm going to roll a d20 to determine if. Oh, okay. I do have to do it. And it hits. Wonderful.
Okay. So like I said, that would be then the 8 piercing damage and 26 necrotic damage.
And then 26.
Which actually, this is pretty nice considering you're currently conked out. Then it points a finger towards Gur. Let's see. a familiar. It looks like actually similar to the spear it was using, but instead it looks like shadowy versions of it. 3 of them actually quickly pop out of its hand, and one of them hits you, Gur, for... Doesn't let me roll that. That's ridiculous. Actually do this. Hold on. I'm just gonna roll for all of you. So that's 1. Let's see, does the next one hit? 2. Nope. 3. Nope, so only one of them hits. So I roll for this. And Gur, you take 10 damage as it casts an Eldritch Blast.
Gasp.
The next one is up. And it runs towards Tortuga. Actually, this one's going to run towards Kit. Hi, Kit. And it tries to attack Kit once. And it hits for 8 damage and then 26 necrotic damage. Kit, are you still
34?
okay?
34. Yes, I am good.
And then it tries to hit you with its spear again. And succeeds for another 7 damage and 27 necrotic damage.
Another 34?
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm hurting, but I'm fine.
And then it points a finger towards Gur again and tries to cast its Eldritch Blast. 1, 2. So far, 2 of them been hit. The third one did not. 4. Let's see. 23 damage to Gur. And it is the last one's turn, and it runs up and tries to go after Tekken. Hitting Tekken once and missing. And again. And hitting for 7 damage and 26 necrotic damage.
7
And
26.
then... Yep, 7 piercing and 26 necrotic. And then... it uses... It's Chill Touch. Tekken, can you give me... Oh, wait, no, I actually attack for this one. Haha, nice. It reaches out and attacks. And hits. And deals 18 cold damage. And a skeletal hand appears where it hit you. And functionally, you cannot regain hit points until the beginning of its next turn. Beginning of your next turn, sorry. And now we move to Gur. Gur, it is your turn. There are currently 4 of these drow, and then the drow mother.
Can I move to her?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Turn.
That will hit. For 9 damage. And then an additional 6 cold damage. "13 sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And 18 will hit. For 9 damage. Plus an additional 6.
And then for my bonus action, I will Ghost Walk.
Nice.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
So I turn into like a ghost. I have a flying speed of 10, But more importantly, all attack rolls have disadvantage
Mm-hmm.
for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Be more than enough time for it.
Yeah, more than enough time.
At
and
the
that would-
end. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
We're at the end, and you're
Nice.
saying at the end, so we're in alignment.
At the end of her turn, okay. She raises a hand, and a weapon appears that looks like a version of the shadowy spear that the other drow have been attacking you with. And it flies towards. Second. Yeah, it flies towards Tortuga, actually. And hits and deals. Let's see. It hits you,
Damage.
Tortuga, for 6 damage. 6 necrotic damage. And that was at the end of Gur's turn. Next up, we have Kit.
All right.
It's
It's
your
my
go.
turn. The first thing I would like to do is summon my wildlife spirit.
Sounds good.
Takes 1 action. So that uses one of my wild shapes. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
That is unfortunately my action, but with my bonus action, I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse,
Okay.
which allows me, as a bonus action, to choose one creature I can see within 30 feet and curse it for 1 minute,
Oh my.
or until the target dies.
Nice.
Curse
Against-
do?
Against the cursed creature, I gain +6 bonus to damage rolls. I score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and I regain 7 hit points if it dies. And then now that I've cursed it, that is my entire set of actions.
It's a
But
good
my
action,
next
though.
action will be incredible!
At the end of your turn, Sax. I'm sorry, were you going to say something, Gur?
Who did he curse?
Oh, the lady.
The main lady. So
Good
yes, at
choice.
the end
Good
of
choice.
yes, I concur. I couldn't curse. Ha ha! No, I give myself 5 psychic damage for that. At the end of her turn, she thwacks Tekken on the head. Oh, and hits. Tekken, you take 8 bludgeoning damage and 14 psychic damage. And now it's Tortuga's turn.
How many drow are within 30 feet of the main lady?
Say everyone's actually pretty close here with where you're attacking, so everyone is probably within 30 feet of the lady. You all included.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Can I turn to hit her and the dude that I'm grappled with at the same time with a beam of energy?
Wait, what? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to sunbeam at least like 2 people at the same time.
Oh, you would probably be right in the center of that to hit both of them. The sunbeam is 30 feet wide, right? Or the AoE?
60 foot. 60 foot, 5 feet wide.
Oh yeah. Depending on where you hit that, you would probably grab or hit her. Well, since this is coming out from your hand, the drow would be behind you and she would be in front of you, so you would only be able to go after either her or the drow. But if you went towards the drow, you got some of your friendos that are also in the area.
I'm gonna hit her with it.
Probably a good idea.
Watcha!
Okay, so she has to make a Constitution save. And it's a magical effect. Look at that.
15.
Let's see. She makes it. For 32
Half
damage, which 16 damage. Takes 16 damage and seems none too
Concentrated
pleased.
sunlight.
What you have to concentrate on. Haha! Look at that. Is there anything else you would like to do, Tortuga?
And I will spiritual weapon the guy that I have grappled.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. Make your attack. And you actually have advantage on that, so... 20 is going to hit anyway. So go ahead and give me that roll. That was another attack.
To keep. Is your cloak gonna do something with this guy you have grappled?
Well, there is one nice thing that it's currently doing.
It's grappling him and giving me advantage.
Nice. Is that your turn, Tortuga?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Next up, we have Sax. Sax, could you give me a whatever the I think wisdom is what I had said.
That was wisdom too.
Yeah, give me a wisdom save, please.
I'm going to be stuck like this forever.
No, you are still currently confused. Actually, hold on a sec. Let me just double check on something real quick. Because actually that was 13 damage? Yes, 13 damage. You are not stunned anymore because the one that was keeping you held down with its spell lost its concentration after being hit by Tortuga. So you actually can go.
And better. Alright, so let's see here. Bonus actions. Do I have bonus actions? Me. Alright, well. It's a boss fight, so I might as well go ahead and do this. Alright. My bonus action, I'll activate my Unbreakable Majesty.
Okay.
And my actual action. Okay. Let's see. I will cast Crown of Stars.
Ooh, nice.
And that would actually end my turn. Thank
Cool deal. Up next, Tekken. Tekken, what would you like to do?
Okay, I have a question. On my action,
Yeah, what's up?
when I end the vibrations, can I do that at the end, or do I have to do it at the beginning?
You can do it at the end.
Okay.
It takes a full action, so that would be your action for the turn. But if you have bonus actions you want to use first, you certainly can.
Okay, I'll do my. Jeez, my headset. Well, I have like Okay, okay. Second question: can I do
Sure.
like the thing I usually do, where I just do like the vortex and then do the thing, or do I have to do it by itself?
So if you do attacks, that would be your action because it's your attack. The action you're using is the attack action. So then you wouldn't be able to activate those vibrations if you took that route.
Either or kind of
Oh,
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to end my vibrations then.
Okay. And that is a Constitution save. Let me just come back over here. Come back over to the Tekken. Make sure I got all yo stats correct. So I need to make a Constitution save of 15. Okay, here we go. The first one, Constitution save.
She had to make multiple ones.
She only has to make one. So it's either she's going to hit 0 or she's going to take potentially a lot of damage. So, the first... She makes it. So, Tekken, roll your 10d10, please.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, we can make it. Okay, it's pretty easy. Wow. I wonder how much this is gonna be.
You get to just tap it a bunch.
That's a lot of dice. Holy crap.
63. Nice.
Pretty good.
She
It's a
takes
useful ability.
63 necrotic damage. And here's the best part. On his next turn, he can do this again.
Oh, I can't.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
'cause I
spend
think it
another
buffs you
3
up
key
key
points,
points,
set it up
yeah.
again, and then on your next turn,
yeah.
Keep rolling her down until she's like, dead.
yeah. So, do you have any bonus actions you'd like to use, Tekken?
No.
Okay. That would be your turn then. Now it is her turn, and she is very unhappy. I mean, obviously.
You gave her a nosebleed.
That was actually a significant amount of damage. She reaches towards her throne and pulls out a strange-looking rod that has tentacles on it.
Gross.
Oh,
And she
no.
goes to hit you with it, and it has a very familiar thwap, kind of like when you all were supposed to be in bed. And it tries to hit you one time and succeeds, a second time and succeeds, and a third time and succeeds. So, you only take 9 damage from this. However, I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Oh, F you game. Let me spend my key point to do that again.
Okay. Oh no. Did you roll lower?
Ah, okay, nice.
Okay,
Roll your
whew.
key point.
Good.
Because
You succeeded, so you don't need to worry about that, so that's good. That is it for her. Up next is another one of the Drow, which tries to attack Tekken because, well, that's what they do. It tries to stab you, Tekken, with its spear one time and fails. And then it tries to stab you again and fails. And then, wow, it failed a lot. It attempts to zap you. Maybe. Okay, yeah. So I just need to make an attack on you. And this has been going so well so far. And great. So it rears back and it holds its hand out and it goes unlimited power, and electricity starts crackling out of its hand. Unfortunately, you punched it upside the head and it kind of missed you a little bit, so instead it is attacking its buddy that is close to it for how much damage was I doing with this? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d12 damage. So let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5d12 damage. "31 damage is dealt to one of the other drow that was already slightly damaged. And that is its turn. On to the drow that actually just took the damage. It's not too happy, and for whatever reason, it actually is pissed off and turns to hit that drow. First attack, misses. Second attack, hits. And it takes 34 damage. You know, because they're adults and actually, understand how this works. Then it sees what you did and points its finger at you, Tekken, and casts its Eldritch Blast on you. We're going to go one attack. Missed. Second attack. Hit. Third attack. Hit, and you take 2d10 plus 8. So let's see. 1, 2. Oh, you take all of 12 damage, Tekken.
Oh, no.
And it's the next one's turn, and it tries to go after Kit. Kit, it hits you once with a spear and fails. It tries to hit you again with a spear and fails. And then it's kind of annoyed, so it doesn't continue. The last one tries to hit Tortuga with one spear and fails. And then it turns and tries to hit. It misses with Gur. And it also is annoyed, and that is it for its turn. At the end of its turn, the motherly lady is not terribly happy with what's going on at the moment. She's also pretty hurt. So she tries to thwack you again, Tekken, with her staff. And she hits you thump with her staff. Yes, she definitely does. And you take 8 bludgeoning damage and then 14 psychic damage. And then after all of that, it's Kit's turn. Kit, what would you like to do?
Well, I would like to ruin its day.
Will she rue the day?
She will rue the day. I will go ahead and use Witch Bolt at my 8th level.
You're trying to deal 9d12?
I think it's only 8d12 for me. But I get a bonus of +6. So
Is it not above? Or for second level and above on Witch Bolt? Let me check.
To me, it says here 8d12
Okay,
on
maybe.
when you cast a spell using a second, the initial damage increases for each slot above first.
So if you cast it at 8, it should be 8. Yeah, 8d12. I'm silly. It's 1d12 per level. That's
Yee.
So
31. I assume that would hit.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna cast 8d12 worth of damage, and I get a +6 bonus to my damage roll.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
59.
Is that including the 6?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh,
six.
+1. 60 damage even.
Nice. She is pissed and also looks very broken.
And in my bonus action, I will command my wildfire spirit to cast Flame Seed,
Okay.
which is a +10 to hit. So I'm going to roll a d20 for it. Yep.
Nice.
So that'd be a 14. I don't think that would hit. Would that hit?
A 14? No,
Yeah,
that does
14.
not hit.
14
Sorry, I
does
thought
not
that
hit.
was the damage that you were rolling. My bad.
Nah, that was just my attack roll. All right then, my flame seed misses, and now
But-
it's not my turn. Oh, good.
But you hear a little chittering in the distance, and it sounds like Chip. You don't see Chip, but you hear Chip, and you feel emboldened to make your attack one more time. You'll re-roll your dice, rather.
Woo! Reroll my d20. Give me a +10. Well, it's not gonna add +10. Oh, a natural 20.
Holy crap! Look at that.
Nice.
So
I got cheered and it worked.
you did. What's your damage?
My damage will be 1d6 +6. So I'm gonna have to do a d6 +6. Do I get
So
an
actually, so
do I
you
get a-
rolled a crit, so it's going to be 2d6.
2d6? Yes. Now, do I also get to add my +6 for Hexblade Curse?
Yes.
All right, so that's going to be 2d6 +6 +6 because it already
Correct.
takes +6. So for roll, oh god, jeez,
Reroll.
yes,
I am not allowing single. No.
that's much better. I'll take that. 7.
Oh, that's going to be
So
7
that's
damage
13,
plus the
plus-
6,
so 19.
plus the 6 from your Hexblade.
Oh, isn't
Correct?
that? Yes. So it
Or
should
is that
be-
what you were including?
It should be 12 plus 7. So
Yes. Plus, I also max out the damage die. So you said that was 19 damage plus an additional 6, because I always max out all the damage die from the attack. when I do it.
25.
So 25 damage. She looks like she is on her last legs.
Nice.
Woo! Take that.
Is that your
Rich.
turn, Kit?
That is my turn.
Nice. We are up to Tortuga. Tortuga!
What about Gur?
Yes.
Wait, did I miss Gur entirely?
I think you did.
I'm
actually.
sorry, Gur. Gur, you go, and then it's gonna be Tortuga's turn. I apologize. Somehow I managed to move right past Gur. You are hiding so well, I just didn't notice. That'll hit. Please re-roll the damage. I do not like ones on damage. On a boss fight, it's just crappy. Yeah, much better. 5. Plus 8. 9. Additional 4. 13. 13 plus 4. 17. Nice. Wait a second. Oh, crap. Hold on. That wasn't good. 1 second. And then... Okay, much better. Describe your killing blow from your sneak attack.
I will shove the brand sword into her. She turns into a ice sculpture, and I'll just rip off her head.
Nice.
Whoa!
All right, and now my sneak attack, since we're not fighting ghosts, will do Wails from the Grave against one of the drow.
Okay. We'll go for the one with the least amount of hit points.
All right, so one of them takes 16.
Is it still pissed off? Nice.
Let me just mark that down. too many things. Okay. I have more to do, but I can only move 10 feet. So can I reach a drow?
Within 10 feet, no. You can
Alright.
start moving towards one, though.
Yes, I will start floating towards them.
Woo!
As long as I don't end inside an object, I'm good, and I'll just move on to my end of my turn.
Ghost Walk is one of my favorite abilities. They're just so fun. Okay, now it's Tortuga's turn.
Okay, I was saving this for the boss lady, but the one I have grappled, I'm just
she's
going to
dead
reach over,
now.
grab
Oh,
him, and
speaking
say,
of that,
"Die."
doesn't Kit get something since we killed her?
Oh yeah, he gets
Oh,
like
yes,
health
I get-
back or something.
Yeah, +7. That's right.
Mhm.
So now I'm at 77. Woo!
Oh, actually, also because you're, wait, Hexblade yes, Hexblade. You also get one of those.
You get a what?
You get a shadow.
Oh, I was wondering what you were doing with that. Yay, Shadow! My Shadow! I am now Peter Pan.
Which has 16 hit points plus your warlock level, I think, or your, I can't remember if it's your warlock level or your efficiency bonus. We'll go with warlock level.
Woohoo!
In any case, kind of sort of helpful, not the strongest thing, but hey, shadow, you can have it do stuff and find things for you. Okay.
Yay!
Plus, it also has that strength drain, which is pretty mean, actually. So yes, Tortuga, what were you planning on doing?
Inflict wounds.
Okay.
I rolled a 14, but I think I'm going to use lucky to make that a little bit higher.
It's probably a good idea. Yeah, that'll
Yes,
hit.
That's better.
Nice.
Come on.
Describe your killing blow there.
I touch him, and my cloak eats him.
Nice.
Bad touch.
Him anyway.
And I think you also have a spiritual weapon.
I do. I would just like to hit the lowest, the one that
Yeah.
looks the roughest.
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of my bad. Don't use up your lucky because you actually did hit with that 14. So don't even worry about it. The 26 will definitely hit.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I haven't switched over yet.
$12 damage. Nice. At the end of its turn, nothing will happen because the Drow Mother is dead. Is there anything else you would like to do, Tortuga?
Think that's it.
Okay. So, it is now Sax's turn. Sax, you see that the drow that Tortuga just hit is not looking very good. There are 2 more drow, so there are 3 drow total. And that is all that remains. What would you like to do?
Wonderful. Bonus action, I will attack with Crown of Stars. The one that Tuga nearly killed.
Okay. That will hit 30.
Alright, and then let's see here.
which explodes the face of that one. So it's dead. There are 2 remaining.
Alright,
Would you like to
so-
describe how your crown of stars destroyed it?
Hmm. How does this work? Okay. Actually, didn't think this far in advance. So I call upon my patron to, first of all, cause the stars to appear behind me, and then the stars circle around me. They make formations of like various constellations, and then
Nice.
they do so. They start rapid firing into the drow
Hmm.
until it like explodes in like a starry, wonderfully festive explosion of stars.
Like fireworks. So
Like
there was death,
fireworks.
but now it's a celebration.
Yes.
Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, and for my actual action, Actually, what does that one do? This. We'll cast Destructive Wave. And they need to make a Constitution save of 19.
Oh yeah, that didn't happen.
Alrighty, so let me roll the damage. So it'll be Thunder, Radiant, or Necrotic.
Thunder.
So let me do Thunder first and then another 5d6.
Thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
5,
Thunder.
6.
Thunder, thunder.
Alright.
17
Oh.
damage.
The 19 necrotic.
Okay. Me. 17 to each of these, and then an additional 19 necrotic. Okay. That was really good.
It ends my turn.
At the end of your turn. Let's see. Jimmy actually starts to giggle and goes, "Oh! I've missed playtime!" And sees what you all are doing and says, my turn, and holds out his hand. And the little dagger that you all gave him actually seems very, very pristine all of a sudden, not chipped or anything. Looks almost golden, has a glow to it, and he runs up towards one of the drow and slashes once with it. And hits, and then slashes again and hits for, let's see, 10 plus 9 for 19 damage. And then
How did he fix the dagger? Hey, girl, pickpocket it.
19 damage plus an additional 10d4. $19 plus... That's a lot of die. 19 plus 27. For 46. 46 damage on that one. Yeah. And then he draws another smaller sword and attacks with it. And hits for... That is 6 damage plus Yep, 6 damage. Additional 6 damage. And then Jimmy says, "Ha! That's fun!" Okay, take a... Alright. Okay, cool deal. That was Jimmy's go. And it is now... That was the end of your turn, Sack. So it's now Tekken's turn. Tekken, what would you like to do?
I'm going.
There are 2 drow left. One appears very bloodied, kind of hurting and breathing heavily. And the other one, not doing too good, but not nearly as bad of a shape as the first one that Jimmy just attacked.
I will attack the bloodied one.
Okay. Give me that roll. That will actually, let's see. So that's 14 plus an additional 10 for 24 damage. We're going to say you hit the first one with that. We don't want to waste all that damage. So 24 damage. Cool deal. Go ahead and give me another roll. Nice. That'll hit for 14 damage. And that will actually take out that first one. So would you like to describe what you did there, Tekken? Not necessary, but if you'd like.
No, I don't have anything to
No worries.
come up with. Anything.
That'll hit
Alright, one more.
for 14 damage.
Whatever. Does 14 hit?
It does.
Oh, alright, that's my turn.
For 15. Nice. This one is also now breathing heavily. It looks like it's got a lot of damage. Bloodied nose. Not doing well. And now it is its turn. And for it, points its hand at you and makes an attack. Ooh, nat 20. It hits. And deals. Let's see. 5. Oh, wow. It hits you for 26 necrotic damage. Not that with all your HP it's going to really matter much. But it does.
Me? Is that who it hit?
What's that?
Who did it hit?
You.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it tries to hit you with its spear. 1 hit. Hit. 2 hits. Hit. 4. 16 piercing damage, and then 52 necrotic damage.
Jeez.
What kind of spear is that?
Oh, actually, hold on a minute. Where's this log? You take an additional... No, you don't. Wait. 5... That was 5 to 12. Hold on a second. Another... 5. This might actually work in your favor. And then, oh wow, I rolled exactly the same. And then another 26 necrotic damage just because it did a critical hit on it.
One did not.
And now, it's Gur's turn, who I will not forget this time. There is 1 drow remaining, Gur.
Am I close enough to hit it?
If you moved.
I can only move 10.
Yep.
Okay, move 10. Attack.
Murder its face.
Success. It's dead. Would you like to describe or just move on?
I go to make my sneak attack. It's already dead, and I just get disappointed.
Oh.
I can understand. So the drow mother is hunched over after all the ice is shattered from Gur's original attack. And so a few things. There was the final elemental stone that was inside of her, it appears.
Long.
The air stone, and also that fell out of there was a book that's partially bedazzled. Looks a little ragged and well read, but it is partially bedazzled.
Was inside of her?
Oh, it was in her belongings.
Yes.
Oh. That's more normal.
And you also find on her 1,000 gold. Because, she had some gold on her.
I will take it. It is shiny.
We will split it 5 ways.
I mean, we could probably do 4. I mean, does Tortuga really need money?
I agree. Tortuga
Yes.
is not materialistic.
And then... oh, God.
Money is how I buy things.
I mean, if worse comes worse, we can always just have Gur steal everything.
There's also... where the heck did I put this? Go back. Stop moving so quickly. Do. Do. There it is. One of these also tumbles out of her. Well, out of the broken remains.
See, you keep saying that, and then you're like, why am I asking these questions? Like, well, I mean, the way you're phrasing it kind of makes it sound like it's coming out of her.
Well, like the stone did fall out of her. You could tell because of, the insides and stuff. The other item, the book, the money, this kind of was on her frozen bag belongings.
Hell is wrong with her?
And yes, that is probably where we should end tonight because it is 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Good job.
Yes.
Good game, y'all.
You did so good.
Yay!